Hello, my name is Amrinder Singh. I am a iOS developer. Today we will learn about the arrays in Swift. So what is an array? Array is basically a collection of data. Okay, so how is it different from the variable? In variable, as you have already watched my video, we can store only one value in one variable, right? But with array, we can store multiple values of data, right? So let's start with an array. So to create an array, first we have to define let keyword, and then we can create array name arr suppose integers or arr countings, right? And then we can define here type. So for array we use the square brackets. So here we define the type. We have an array of type integer, and the value we can assign it because it's an integer. Then we just add here 1 2 3 4 5 something like this. So in array, basically the values are stored in the index form. So how is it work? Suppose if we want to get the uh, if we want to get the first value of that array, how we can do? So we have to print here arr countings, and then because it's an array, if we want to print the first value, then we have to define here the index of that array. So every array starts from the 0 index, and then uh, from the 0 you can call any index element, right? Now let's try it out. Okay, so it's executing. Let's wait for it. Okay, so it's in progress. Okay, now if we can see, in meantime it's running. We have an now we are just fetching the first index of array. If we want to fetch the last value of array, basically we can do many operations in array. So I created a list of operations which we can do with the array. So one by one we will understand all of these, right? So here it printed the 1 because it was the 1. If we do first index, then what it will do? It prints the 2 second value of that array because the index is 1, right? So let's do with these operations. So first of all, if we want to insert any value into array, first we have to make it as var because we have to change the value of that array. And now arr countings, and then dot insert. So we have a method called insert, then which element we want to insert, because the array is of type integer, so it's asking to give the value as integer, right? So let's pass here suppose 10. At index we say at first index can you insert the 10 value. Now let's see. So now you can see the array's first element is 10, right? Okay, here you can see we have an we declared the array with the 1 2 3 4 5, but then we inserted the 10 value at index 1, so it appended, right? So the next operation is append. So how append works? Suppose we have an array and we want to append, means to add any element in the last of this array. So then we use an append. Then let's say we call this 11. Okay, so suppose if we want to now first let's check with print. Okay, the last element is 11, and first it inserted the 10 at index 1, and then in the last it appended the 11, right? So suppose now we have to fetch the last element. Later we will discuss about this. First we use the remove. Okay, if we want to remove any, uh, then how we can do? Let's start with array counting dot remove at. We use method at, and now we have to define here index. We want to remove at 1. See, now print again the array counting. Let's see the response. So it basically removes the first index value from the array, right? Then we use a remove method, right? It's a predefined method by the UI kit or Apple, right? Okay, then let's okay, so next operation is remove all. So suppose we have an array and we want to use here removal. It basically do the empty array, right? It will empty all array, and you can see the array is now empty, right? Okay, and now another method is we have remove first. If we want to remove the first value, then we call remove first. So what it does, it remove the first value of that array, right? And now we can use as remove last, then it will remove the last element of array, as you can see here. If we want to update an array, so how we will do? First, okay, so now if we want to update any value of that array, so we just have to type the name of array and then which index value we want to update. We just say 0, we want to update with suppose 3, right? Now let's see the response. Okay, so you can see here it replaced the 1 with 3, right? And now it was the okay, so we covered all methods of array, and now suppose we can use some conditional operators to the array. Like if we have an array and if we want to is empty, it will return it is empty or not. So we can use this as well to check, right? It's false because it's not empty. But if we do array counting dot remove all, then it will return us true. Okay, right? So I hope you learned about the array in Swift. Okay, if you like, please do subscribe my channel for the future videos. If you have any query, please add your comment. Thanks.